Well, good morning, everybody. It is almost 6 o'clock on Monday, and I thought, well, I think I'll do something this morning. So I had some of this all-natural preservative, and it's a hot sausage. It was $3.49, and I thought, I'm going to put that in my skillet, and we're going to brown that. And we'll see how hot it is. I hope it's not terribly hot, but for $3.49, I thought, you can't really beat that. So let me get that pork off there. I'm going to chunk that up a little bit. I will use some of our gravy mix this morning too, but I wanted to try this sausage out and show you that you can use it. Use your gravy mix that I showed you how to make yesterday to make a good quick breakfast, pretty quick. Probably should have browned this before I brought y'all on, but it's okay. I know y'all like to just watch these videos and listen, and I like to talk, so that's one thing Grandma Lois and Grandma Pat and a few others we got in common. Nothing like good sausage for a good breakfast. When I get up like this, I don't know what I'm going to make. I just decide, and then it all comes together pretty good. Now you can make this into a breakfast casserole. You can make this into a sausage gravy. You can make it into a sausage egg. There's so much you can do with all this stuff. So we're going to brown this sausage in this pan first. Then we'll decide what to do with it. I'll be back. Okay, now that pound of sausage I've gotten cooked here in my black skillet, and I think that's a little much for everything that too much for what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to take one of my bowls and I'm just going to put some of this sausage in it. And I can reserve that for later this week for sausage gravy. So now I want to turn that fire back up. Turn that fire back up. Just that. Now remember, I bought these simply potato hash browns for $1.99. This is where they're mostly thawed. Well, they're on the top, it's okay. I'm just going to add some of these to my pan and just brown them. Just a little bit to get a flavor in there. Because we don't want to make a big casserole, because Mother and I will not eat a lot. There. And that'll be plenty. Rinse my hands. I'm always rinsing my hands. I don't know how they keep from being so chapped. You know, when I had the restaurant, they were chapped all the time. I'm just coming back to this any little hard place, frozen places. Break that up. Now we just got our sausage and our potatoes in here. I'm going to add a little water to glaze that skillet a little bit. I'm just kind of help cook that down. It'll dissipate out there, but it'll get the good flavors into those potatoes. Those potatoes will become kind of like a magnet with all that good sausage flavor in there. Okay, in my little baking dish, I'm gonna those biscuits. I use biscuits a lot, y'all, because I know what's in them. They're not out of a can. They're homemade. And well, let's take us about, there's one without the lid on it. I'll get these little dregs out of here because I'm going to crunch them up anyway. Now we'll need 3 more biscuits. We'll see how good this works. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to crumble my biscuits up down here. In my pan, a little baking pan. Let's start here. Probably have to get a bigger baking dish because that's too much. I made too much. I guess I can get the big panini pan. I didn't want to make that big of a deal, but it looks like I'm going to. So that's just the way it will go then. One little biscuit, get over there, and you get over there. Okay. Now we've got our biscuits down in there. I'm thinking that will probably be enough, but I'm going to tell you what, let me turn that fire off. Since I'm going on that pan, let's take one more biscuit. Put it down in there. I didn't want to, but I'm going to. Lord, I'll be eating on this for a month. with that being as much as that, I'm going to just go ahead and put the rest of that sausage in there. Because I didn't know I was going to make this big of a pan. Oh, that's too much. It'll be, now I'm just going to layer my potatoes and sausage mixture right over those biscuits. Okay, get that off. Get that out of there. Put some water in that pan so I don't have such a big mess to clean up. I'm just going to poke that kind of down in there so that that flavor gets down in that biscuit. That'll soften those biscuits and become. So now what I'm going to do, I'll just use that little bowl for my eggs. I'm going to do 4 eggs. Do 4 eggs. Set those back. Get just a little bit of milk. Now you can add grated cheese. I'm gonna put just some milk in there to give that If I wanted to, I could add. I'll tell you what I can do. I used all my grated cheese yesterday. That's all right. We'll just use our cheese here. We can do it this way and use this cheese, and I'll put that. Remember how we used to do the macaroni and cheese? Let's do it that way. Okay. We're just gonna mix that egg in. All right, now, okay. I'm just gonna pour that over my mixture there and put it around. Make sure I've got my stuff kind of down under that so that make sure you've got that liquid and sausage and all that pushed down pretty good. Now this is where I would put my grated cheese, but we don't have it, so let's just do it like I told you. We'll just put our 4 squares of cheese on it. The old country way is just put those right there Probably have to get 2 more out of there. Okay. There. Now then. On the casserole, you cover that. And you don't want anything to pull. Want that covered so that nothing gets too burned. Too bad. So now I'm going to put this in my oven at 425, and I'm going to probably cook it 25 to 30 minutes, and then we'll check back. Okay, I heard smell the casserole. Let's take it out real quick and look at it. And see what we need to do. Well, the cheese come off a little bit, but that's okay. I had that on convection, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that back in there, let it brown, let that cheese kind of get browned in there a little bit. Won't take long. See, I washed my skillet just with just a little bit of soap and a little bit of water, and that just comes right out. So if your skillets are, I'll take Crisco, and this is the way I keep them. I just grease it inside after I wash them. That's the way I do mine. That's the way I was taught to do it. That's the way I do it. And then this goes right back up on the nail. So that when I get ready to use it again, one of them will be ready for me to use. We'll give us y'all just going to have to watch your casserole to see. We'll get a plate out because it's too early for Mother to eat right now. Old cock-a-doodle-doo, I already wiped into you, got the stoves cleaned up, got everything put back together, dishes washed. I'll tell you, without a dishwasher, it has been trying on me but we do what we gotta do. We're doing the best that we can, as I tell y'all. We're doing the best that we can. I'm pretty sure that says it has 10 minutes, but with that convection, I set that time for timing for regular oven time. I think we'll just go ahead so I can get this taken care of and get y'all taken care of. We'll take that out just to see the size of cheese. Me getting that full on the cheese, I think it looks pretty good. Let me check this again. You know, it don't take but just a minute to burn something. And I don't want to burn nothing at all. So, it's sizzling. It's sizzling and it's sizzling. Yeah, I think it's more than done. We'll take us about where that cheese is. Where I put that. Let me turn that. It's hot. That is hot. We'll just put some of that out of here. Get a little cheese on that. See now how that made that kind of. You see how them biscuits and so there's oodles of recipes online to tell you how to do a breakfast casserole, and there's nothing any easier, any better than doing a breakfast casserole. And I always have liked them because they. Let's taste it and see if it's. Well, it's done. See, now I can add a little salt to it. If I want a little more salt, I don't need much. And that sausage is kind of a hot sausage. But there's oodles of recipes. I'll put one on the comments. Now, if you wanted to, like I told you, you could make you some this gravy with your biscuit gravy mix that I showed y'all how to make. Make you some. Pour that over. Have that as a side dish in your bowl. If somebody wanted it, they could have that. You could do several things. You could put spinach in that. There's so many things you can do with a breakfast casserole, but yet it feeds your family and it's good. So that's what's happening today. God bless you. God bless us. And God bless the United States because we need it. And let's have some breakfast casserole. We'll talk to you soon. And the reason I haven't been doing lives is because I've had some problem with the internet. I'll get back to doing it just as soon as they get my box fixed. Bye-bye.